All right, so I'm a day late. I was supposed to address this yesterday. I was asked yesterday why I didn't go past the 30 days of fasting and prayer for Leland Wyatt Jr. And I explained to that person that 30 days is all I was led to do. A 30-day time of fasting and praying. That person went on to further say, we need to keep praying for him. Yes, you do. And I expressed that many times during the 30 days, that once the 30 days were up, you just don't stop then. You continue to pray. But I know everyone didn't, everyone wasn't on the lives and everyone didn't see the lives. And Facebook's policy now is that after 30 days, I believe it is, the lives get deleted. But I saved them to my YouTube channel. So if you want to see them there, they are there. But you don't go beyond what you're led to do. When you're led by God, led by the Holy Spirit, you don't go beyond what he tells you to do, and you don't do less than what he's giving you to do. You do exactly what he tells you to do. And what he led me to do was 30 days. 30 days is it. Now, whatever God was doing within those 30 days, I don't know, but things were being done. And that was pretty much obvious because we were getting physical signs during the time of the 30-day fast. So there was work being done, and whatever that needed to be done in regards to this situation during that time of 30-day fasting and prayer, that's what was done. And that's what I was led to do. There are certain times and certain things that can only be certain times where fasting and praying needs to be done. And there are only some things that can be broken doing fasting and praying. And that 30-day of fasting and praying need to be done for whatever God was doing or is going to do. So I encourage you all with that. Be led to intercede for people. Don't just throw your hand up and offer yourself to do it. Because intercession is serious. When you're interceding for someone, you need to be mentally, emotionally, and physically prepared for that. Because, yes, there's a time where you won't eat or drink some things. There's times in there where you're interceding for a person or people, and you can draw off of their emotions. You can feel what they're feeling. And there are times you also know you'll be thinking how they're thinking. Why? Because you're speaking into their life. You're crossing over in a part of the spiritual realm where you guys are joining together. You are meeting that person where they are. Intercession. You're praying for that person. You're speaking into their life. You're stepping over into their life. That's what you're doing. That's what intercession is. So when people say, well, I'm praying for you, I'm praying for you, I always tell people, be careful with that. Be careful. If you're praying, make sure you're built up to pray. And during that time of 30-day fasting and praying, I was being built up to pray before that time. I didn't know it until I received that from the Holy Spirit. You fast and pray 30 days for him and ask others to join you. So I'm pretty sure other people have the same testimony. Oh, I was being built up for that. Didn't know it. You just have to go as you're led. Excuse me, as you're led. That just jump up and volunteer thing. Yeah, I'm going to pray. You make sure you built up for that, because you don't know if you're ready. And you can mess around and go in, intercede for someone. You're not supposed to be in intercession for a person in that way, and you could speak something you're not supposed to, bringing harm to that person and yourself. Because when you're interceding for somebody, yes, the enemy is going to come after you. It's like, oh, that one over there praying. That one over there praying. Let's stir up some stuff in their household. Let's get some stuff going. And yeah, some stuff did try to come over here in my household. Some things did try to happen over here. So yeah, and in that you continue to pray. Because as you're interceding for someone else, you have to make sure that you're also praying for yourself. Even though you've been built up for that time, you still need to continue to pray for yourself. Because intercessors for the enemy, that's a free-for-all. When he knows that someone is interceding for someone else, especially if you fasting and praying, yeah, he gonna come in and send his little folks in there to do whatever they need to do to try to get you all killed, to throw you off your square. So make sure that before you go into intercession for someone, you make sure that you're doing some fasting in there as well. Whether it's just fasting for a period of hours, a day, or however long you're led to do it. Then just do that. But don't add to and don't take away. So that 30 days of fasting and prayer for Lilo Murray Jr., that's what it was supposed to be, that 30 days. That's what God, whatever he was doing in regards to that situation, that 30 days of fasting and prayer needed to take place for that. Whether it was a whole continuum or just a part of it, I don't know. But I know that was a factor, that what I was led to do. So that is why it was just the 30 days. Now, for those who, were praying and fasting with me, or even if you were just watching the lives or listening to the prayers, yeah, continue to pray for him. Continue to pray for his family, because this is not over. As far as I know, he still hasn't been returned with his family yet. So yeah, praying is always good. Continue to do so. And even after he's returned to his family, yeah, continue to do so, because there's a recovery point that the family is going to need, a recovery period, that the family is going to need. They're going to need more privacy than they need right now. They're going to need more support. And you don't have to necessarily be in their face or right next to them to support them. They're going to need emotional support as well. So they're going to most definitely continue to need prayers. So please continue to do so. But yes, the 30 days is just that, 30 days. When the Lord gives you something, don't add to it, don't take away, and be mindful of just jumping in, praying and interceding for people. There needs to be a time of prayer and fasting for yourself. You need to be built up for that time before you fast and pray for somebody else doing your intercession. So